One of the first things I noticed when playing this game was that the value placed on items was not nearly what you actually got from traders. That everything you purchased had a huge markup, and it makes things difficult for you, especially early on in the game, as you just don't have access to the money to buy any good upgrades. I've found a lot of ways to make some gold since then though, and I'm going to share them with you so you can have an easier time of it. Right at the beginning of the game, there is a hidden stash that has a rather expensive ruby inside of it. Once you've collected a full party, return to this area and hopefully someone will pass the perception check to see the rock. Someone with high enough strength will have to move the rock, and underneath is the Harper's cash, including the ruby, which will sell for at least 600 gold. The Owlbear Cave is another place that you'll likely pass through just playing the game normally, and once the mother is dealt with, there is an owlbear egg that will sell for a good amount of gold too. What I suggest doing is holding on to these high value items and any other high price things you might find, like gemstones, necklaces, rings, and the like, until you get to the Goblin Camp. At the Goblin Camp, there is a Zhentarim trader on the west side of the main hall where Priestess Gut resides. What I like to do is sell all of my goodies to her because more than likely you're going to come back through here and kill the goblins, which will make the traders attack you if you go anywhere near them. That means you can sell your stuff, kill the trader, and get it all back again to sell to yet another trader. But even better, there is a way to rob the Zhentarim blind by sneaking your way into their vault before things go haywire. So before you take any measures against killing the goblin leaders, head up to the rafters overhead. It's the same area where you initially sneak into the place. Now there are a couple spots where you have to jump, once over this gap, then following the rafters until you step down a box and you come to an opening right over the vault. Jump down into the room and loot everything. There is a chest that holds over 3,000 gold as well as tons of weapons that you can steal and sell back to the Zhentarim trader. After you kill the goblins, come back and merely shoot an arrow at one of their fire wine barrels and run out of there before your whole party burns to death. When the fire subsides, go loot the bodies to get all of your stuff back. It's pretty amazing, and there is little to no loss involved. While that will net you a good chunk of gold, there's still no beating pickpocketing. Some traders are harder to pickpocket than others, and it seems Larian is making constant changes to how this works. In earlier times, I could keep pickpocketing and they would never notice. Now they seem to notice as soon as I steal one item, and it's rather difficult to get away sometimes. I've found at least a temporary solution for now that works very well. I always like to save before I start stealing because you just never know what's going to happen. Given the whole area can end up attacking you, it's not a bad idea. Use Astarion to steal with, since he's going to have a much easier time of it, or if you're playing a rogue, you might even have a better chance yourself. Once you successfully steal what you want, whether it's an item or a big stack of gold coins, you can then open the map and port out to another waypoint. I got the idea and tested it out to absolutely no issue. You can return again to then steal from the trader, again, and he will be none the wiser. Another slick trick is to split the stack of coins before trying to steal it to make the roll a bit easier. Just select it once, then right-click it and select split. It makes stealing huge sums of cash pretty easy. The best part about stealing money is that it's much easier than getting certain gear. You can then turn around and buy the gear that's hard to steal, and the traders have no idea what's going on. It's pretty excellent and totally beats selling the odds and ends of a whole area just to make 300 gold. Have you found any additional spots that are incredibly lucrative? There's a lot to this game, and so I'm sure it's easy to miss something entirely. But these tricks at least will give you a good head start and access to buy the things you need. The best thing about pickpocketing traders is that they replenish their gold after every rest, so you can keep doing it every in-game day. Good luck with making lots of money. I'll see you later.